We're live!
What's up,
Real
oh
my
god!
Welcome to the Chaos campaign, everyone. The editing is part of the chaos. That's the man.
Oh, wow! Never mind.
No, you don't.
You're one of those people.
Our players here already understand the concept, but for all the viewers at home, I will explain that what we are playing is called Starbases and Krayt Dragons, which is just Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, but I shoved Star Wars into it through aggressive and inappropriate levels of homebrew. This software you're seeing on screen here is called Foundry Virtual Tabletop. It is our table for the game that we play. It has all of the things, like the items and the whatnots and the rolls, the 1d20s, like that. The camera is bad at rolling.
Here,
Anyway.
got one for you.
Can we get a refund on the camera?
Never mind.
No, you took my shit from me.
let me help, and then just nat one.
Please let it be another nat one.
Oh, you want me
Speaking
to
of the camera, the framing device of this series is that some Disney executive somewhere get help! Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
The framing device of the show is that some Disney executive somewhere went absolutely mind-off shit crazy and created a new Star Wars show that is this chaotic mess. You, the viewers,
7 seconds.
will be viewing things through the eyes of a camera token. The players will only be speaking or acting while they're in front of the camera or about to move into view of the camera. If the players are separated away from the camera will move back and forth in roughly the timing appropriate to a show that would be moving between scenes. The camera might also show things that our protagonist characters wouldn't see. The players will, of course, also be able to see everything through the camera. And they will hopefully roleplay properly that their characters don't see the things that their players see.
Maybe.
So, this series is set in the Edge of the Empire era, which is
Error.
specifically we are 14
The
years
edgy
14 years ATE, which means after the Empire, as you can see up here on this here clocky doodle. Which I will enable the clocky doodle now. 14 years after the Empire corresponds to 5 years before the Battle of Yavin. So that's 14 years after Episode 3, 5 years before Episode 4. Pretty straightforward.
We haven't got our Yav on yet.
I am McMonkey, your DM. The players are problems. Would any of the players like to introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Dragon. I'm kind of a dumbass. You're welcome.
I call
Hi,
that
I'm
it.
a problem.
Hi, I'm a problem.
That person is Max.
I'm Dad.
That is Finn. That up there is Ben.
The biggest problem of them all.
Our episode number 1, The Phantom Governor, takes place starting here on Tatooine, over in the Outer Rim.
God, you really know it's a Disney show when they use Tatooine yet again.
I know. I hate this planet so much.
Who knew you could get
This
so much
planet should have been the one that
content watching
exploded.
Sand.
The Death Star should have exploded Tatooine. Why did they explode any other planet when they could have just took it out Tatooine? It could have been gone.
Yep,
Our
we're gonna
camera
release things.
zooms in on Tatooine and finds itself over Jabba's palace.
Oh no, it's that man!
We are in
I don't like him!
4 places available. 1 is at a bar ordering a drink. 2 is sitting at a table and just waiting, looking around. Okay, you're at a bar. 3 is just stumbling in at the last moment, escorted by the guards. Number 4 is arguing with Bib Fortuna, the Major Domo. The camera, after flying in towards Jabba's palace, comes on over towards the bar, where the bartender is peddling drinks to... Now tell me, Bit, what is your character ordering from the bar?
I want to see a menu. What do they have?
Glenn.
You're one of those people.
The bartender will say, how about a Ruby Bleals?
It sounds suspicious. I'll have it.
Huh, sounds
Yes.
suspicious. I'm gonna try.
Yes.
The bartender reaches behind him, grabs a suspicious glass, I guess, and hands it forward to a gloved hand. The camera focuses on this glass moving and turns to face the character that is grabbing it.
You see a young Zabrak. She looks in her early 30s or late 20s. She has 8 small horns that circle a large black braid that goes from like the base of her or top of her head down her neck, and then it eventually fades to white at the bottom. She's trying to blend in. She has desert clothing, I swear. Holsters for what looks like a pistol and a knife. Is wearing a nice necklace and some jewelry. And has yellow eyes. We can't forget that. They're kind of gold.
The camera flies over into the main room, zooms in on the Mandalorian in full Mandalorian armor.
I kind of imagine Val is leaning back, her legs kicked up on the table, probably, just kind of looking around. Kind of white, tainted Mandalorian armor. She kind of has like Nordic inspirations. Her helmet isn't really your regular Mandalorian helmet, as it has horns on it and spikes. She is currently not wearing her furs, though, because that would be really bad for a desert.
A noise is heard from the side. Sounds like stumbling, heavy steps on the stairs, and a Gamorrean guard squealing.
Val's gonna look over there, so...
The camera follows the gaze and it moves forward towards the stairs, where, walking in, is this character, escorted by a Gamorrean guard.
A slightly disgruntled, clone trooper. He's not too happy that this guard is just kind of, shoving him along, and he's not a happy bean right now. He's very grumpy right now. He's probably got a bit of, a light poncho going on over his armor. It doesn't look like a clone. Less clone. I mean, he still looks like a clone, because his helmet. Bluish turquoise accents on his white armor that's been battered by the desert dunes of Tatooine.
As this clone trooper in a poncho walks in, again a noise is heard from behind the camera as Bib Fortuna is standing back there arguing with someone as he's saying, No, Jabba will be here when he is here. You cannot rush Jabba. You are not in charge. We are in charge. You will wait for Jabba to call on you.
Okay. Let me put this into perspective for you, buddy. Yeah. That's my life's work. That's my income, my livelihood, and this little shitheel around that high or something like that dismantled the entire thing. So just to put into perspective the stakes, it's kind of important. It's just a little important. You get what I'm saying?
I'm sure it is important. Perhaps Jabba will be willing to help you acquire the ship back after you complete some appropriate work for Jabba. That is why you were called here.
Well, work, but before Spesh goes on another tirade, that is a kind of short Pantoran who looks very handsome because generic. He is constantly either speaking, he's a blur, or moving his hands. Yeah, you get the sense immediately as you get close to him. He is insufferable to be around.
Oh, wow!
It's salacious pea crumb!
And the curtain at the top of the room opens, revealing Jabba the Hutt in all of his slimy, sluggy glory. That's the man.